How sick is that? Today, I'm going to show you what it takes and how easy it is to tile a niche like this. Let's go. All right, so the first thing we have to do is we have to add a little Schluter strip there at the end. I'm just gonna go right there. Bang! So we set it nice and plumb, put a couple pieces of tape to hold it in place until we tile over it. Next, we're going to tile, and we want to tile to the bottom of our niche first before we start working on it. Let's go. All right, who would have thought? Tiling is so easy. All right, now that we have that done, let's focus on our niche, and let me show you what you need to do in order to get a sick, professional looking niche. All the hard work we did yesterday in our previous video, definitely make sure to check it out because now all we have to do is just cut 4 pieces of Schluter strip, trim it out, and then tile it. Figuring out where the niche is supposed to go, all that stuff, that was the hard part that kind of involved some thinking. Now it's just straight tiling. So I have this dry piece here, I have the dry piece here, just to make sure that all my reveals are working out. I'm going to set this piece, these two in the middle one. These two will kind of hold this one in place to make sure it doesn't sag down. And then I can start working on my Schluter strips and then kind of start building it. I'll show you. All right, so one of the things I'm sure you're struggling with when doing something like this is droopy thinset. But don't worry about it. 5 out of 8 tile installers struggle with a droopy thinset. So essentially, you mix your thinset too loose. What you want to see is when you hold your thinset like this, it's not going anywhere. It's just kind of standing right there. Definitely don't try to trowel out the whole wall. You want to do kind of 2 pieces of tile at the same time. This way the thinset is fresh, but it's stiff. Then I also have this locking mechanism over here with these tile leveling clips. I'm just going to hold this down. This is going nowhere. So now we can start to go ahead and measure this out and then cut our Schluter strips on the 45. I'll show you downstairs. Trick to really sharp Schluter cuts is having the right blade. So this is a Diablo blade. It's an aluminum cutting blade. I'll have the link for it down below. If you want to take a screenshot of this, take a screenshot of it. Let's put it on and I'll show you how sharp it actually cuts. All right, so I like to have a little piece of wood back here for a little bit of that emotional support that our Schluter strip needs. Let me show you how easy it is to make this cut and how clean it looks. Look at that. All right, guys. Check it out. So right now we're just kind of dry fitting, make sure it all fits. And then this way we can take our measurement for the sides. But look how sharp these corners are coming out there. Here we're going to be able to use our little wedges to get them all nice and tight. But look at that. No grout. Got no time for grout. So we're going to basically right now cut these pieces, set the sides, and then do the back. Anytime we're using, we're cutting in these strips, I try to get a factory edge on my Schluter strip just because it looks much nicer versus having a cut edge on there. Second, here's the order of assembly. We're going to do our top piece first, then we're going to do our 2 side pieces. So basically they're going to be holding that top piece from having this shift or anything like that. And then we're going to measure and cut in our middle. All right, let me show you. When you're tiling, it's all about the little tricks to make your job easier. For instance, for us here, we wanted to make sure that we can hold this up so this looks fire. So what we did is just cut these plastic shims and then use them to hold things up. They will be there forever, for the next 50 to 80 years before somebody renovates this. Same thing right here. I'm about to put this next piece here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a stack of these little doohickeys in here that will help me pitch this forward. And then when I put my back piece in, it's not going to compress the back of the tile. It's all about these little tricks. It's the way I do it. Maybe there's a better way, but not for me. see this edge right here is sticking out a little bit too far. I want it to stay down, but this tile is forcing it up. So what I'm going to do here is just go like this with blue painter's tape, push this down, and then tape this down to the tile below it. And that will solve that issue. I'm gonna do that in 2 of these spots. Don't push too hard because you don't wanna, overcompensate here. Just like that. All right, so our niche is all done. The last thing we have to do is finish up this top. Let's go. Hold on, we're running out of magic. All right, that's much better. All right, let me show you how this niche turned out. Okay, so I'm super happy how it turned out. This is one of the best niches that I've done, and I'm happy that I was able to record it. Look how tight these corners came out. These little wedges help so much. I'll have those linked down below, or you can find them in my bio. Really happy with this. If you guys have any questions, make sure to comment down below. Tomorrow, we're going to be working on this wall. Basically, we have a bench and this half wall. So make sure to follow and subscribe. Peace out.